Hello, I'm Fencka and welcome to another part of Let's Play Eador, Masters of the Broken World on Overlord difficulty. In the previous part, you managed to get all the way to Lanshar's capital just to find out that it's guarded by golems, and I checked the guard, and it should be exactly 7 golems guarding it. My guess was 6 to 8, so it's exactly in the middle, but it doesn't change anything if it was 6 or 8 or 7. We can't get through now, and it's gonna take a while before we'll be able to get through. Um, in comments, there are some recommendations what I could do, but everyone agreed upon the one thing that there is no easy way how to get through. What I actually like is that basically everyone who commented uh, came up with a different idea about how we could get through everything, from just the basic, just grind enough to get better items, significantly high numbers overall, and go through with the brute force, all the way to like some, let's say, cheesy ways to take advantage from the fact that in Eador the combat doesn't last, or doesn't take, I would say, it doesn't last infinite amount of turns, but it ends after 50 turns. So go through, kill a golem or two, then pop how's it called, word of life with haste, and just kite golems around until the combat ends. Repair, go back, do it 2 or 3 times. They will die eventually, or level up another hero, go through, for example, with commander. It will be a very easy fight for a decent level commander. Use spells. That's something I didn't think about. Try to get dragon form. That's something I stopped using after he got nerfed a long time ago. But for the war, it would still be a very nice boost, and we probably would be able to get through with dragon form. So maybe I'll just check the knowledge stories again in case there is one. I don't think that I checked all the tier 4 spells, so that would be a way. There are some other things. As I said, everyone came up with a different idea. Uh, I think I'm gonna just start with the farming, and then depending on what we get, I'll decide what we're gonna do. And also, I'll now start leveling the scout as if it was a second combat hero. So I'll really focus on damage, and maybe try to do it that, or in a way that I send in the commander, scout, try to kill like 2 or 3 golems with him, and then send the warrior after him before they can replenish the losses. I mean, killing, if you could kill 3 golems with the scout, then with a bit better gear, killing 4 golems with the warrior is probably doable with some kiting. So yeah, but we'll see, depends on what we find. But before we start doing anything, I want to catch the wizard. I really want to know, how is it possible that he can get into Fort Ring so easily? Seems like it's easier for him than for us, and it almost seems like he's farming tier 4 locations. I really need to know, how is that possible. I'm just so curious. I have to do it. It's not the most effective thing ever. The most effective thing would be to just get back to locations and clear locations every turn. But, well, I just need to know. So, what we're gonna do is move to the swamp, because we can't get any further. From the swamp, I will move into this province and hope that I'll cut him off. He is farming locations here for like 3 turns, so hopefully he won't leave yet. As for the scout, we need to start exploring another province, so he can go south. That's fine, and we can end the turn. Trolls. More trolls. No, he just left. 2, 3, 4. Where are those 4 locations? And the treasure? What did he get? Word of Ice. Well, Word of Ice. At least he can sell it. That was a good turn for the scout. Okay, here he is. But I think I can't catch him. Just go back and go into this province. The breeding ground, that's another problem. Breeding ground is 2 hydras and some other swamp creatures, slugs, basilisks. Well, 2 hydras is enough. We don't have to continue. We can't kill 2 hydras. What I was thinking about is to take this province away from him. Just try to lower his income as much as possible. So I'll take it and then go down. What else we can find here? Because we have, where is it? We have the Phoenix and the Labyrinth Guard, and those should be strong enough to hold the province against the Wizard. I just still think there is something wrong. He somehow managed to get in the fourth ring, but well, it's Land of the Dead, so there's no way he went in with diplomacy. Anyway, I still think that Minotaurs or Phoenix Guard just have to be able to hold the province. If not, then he's probably stronger than our warrior, and we are screwed. So I'll take the iron from him, and then one more province if he has another province that's rich. This one is plus 12, plus 1, and maybe we can just starve him. Just slowly keep taking his income. And in the end, it happened to me once that AI actually missed a guard in a province and hired something cheaper. It's a long shot, but it will be possible. And also, if we can somehow start killing his heroes, he'll eventually run out of money and be able to resurrect his heroes. So, like starting multiple plans at the same time. I hope that one of them will work in the end. Here we're gonna engage them, because while we are chasing the wizard, we are not fighting that much, so every fight is a welcome boost to the experience. Let's take magic power, don't really care about the blacksmithing or wand master. Really? Okay, keep exploring. What is this? Let's just go with the option that doesn't cost us anything. Now we can repair the gear, sell the stiletto. Oh. But if I want to have a chance to catch the wizard, I should keep using the bandit mail. On the other hand, now when we go into his territory, we won't be able to move more than one province at a turn anyway. So I may as well grab the better armor. And I'm gonna hire the Phoenix here. It should be stronger than the Minotaurs, especially against Wizard, because the Phoenix has super high resistance and can fly over the map in one turn. And like either do a lot of damage to the Wizard or even one-shot him. Okay, now we're going down. I'd really like to take this province. 7-7 is amazing. On the other hand, the breeding ground, I'm not sure how expensive it is, but just a guess based on the composition is it's gonna be really expensive and easily eats away the whole income. So maybe we can just leave the province, and it's actually eating up his income, eating away his income. Nothing here. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, maybe this is gonna be the second province you're gonna grab. Though we don't have to go too far. And this would create a nice corridor for his heroes. If he wants to get to us, he would have to go through this province, of course, as long as we can hold these two. And here we might be able to catch some of them off guard and kill them. First, we have to get this province. Oh, ho ho ho, hello. That was a good one. Here is the wizard. So we managed to catch him. This was just um luck on our side that he moved into this province on the right turn. But it's a good thing. We don't have to chase him anymore. First, we get just repair it so we can engage. And now we're gonna find out what we are up against. What? Cool Spearman, Gargoyle. I mean, this is tier 2, this is tier 2. Slinger, Spearman. Spearman is annoying with the damage armor, but well. How many can he have? 2? There's nothing here. That's odd. It's possible that he lost his units and wasn't able to get new ones yet. Let's see. 2 ghouls, 2 slingers, 2 spearmen, gargoyle, and level 13 mage. What is that? Also spell power, so maybe he has some direct damage. With the extra spell power, it can be quite effective, but his resistance negation sucks. Spell duration, he has decent summoning power. So if he can get, but even if he gets like Raise Ghost, I don't think that Raise Ghost is enough to get into the 4th rank. Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll just stand somewhere in the corner for a while and we'll see what he can do. Because I think we should be able to get to him in one turn in case we have to do it. I'm curious how he managed to get the 4th rank. Shouldn't be able to do it with this army. And I'm on level 13 mage. Can't have like multiple tier 3 units. He just doesn't have enough command. That's really odd. So resistance is 5, nothing super amazing there. Okay, haste on what? On himself? Well, that looks like a misplay. We're gonna start with astral energy in case he has some crazy direct damage. And continue with what? Probably don't need haste yet. Let's, I don't know, armor up. Get more damage. Okay, let's armor up. Bless on Gargoyle. Doesn't look dangerous. Maybe it's not a bad idea to move forward and kill the spearman. Don't want to take the spear if I can avoid it. Oh! We got a weapon failure? How is that possible? Oh, because this is our third fight in a row. Oops. Well, this could explain things, but still. I mean, would one vampire with like 60 hit points help him against Overlord level vampire with like 80 hit points? I don't think so. I guess there's something else, but well, this explains at least something. Let's move up. And probably need a little bit more damage now when we lost the weapon. It's not doing that much damage. Yeah, we can kill him before he kills us. And then we can leech. It's not too bad. He's down and wasn't really such a big deal. Hmm. There has to be something else. Well, Raise Ghoul, yeah, his spells that raise undead are strong, definitely with summoning power 7. I still don't think this is enough to get through tier 4 undead. I think at this point he would even have problems with the ghost. The vampire would be able to do how much? Like 4 damage per turn to a ghost, which means one ghost would just destroy everything before he died. And the vampire in that undead army just get rid of everything else. Or like everything else would take care of the summoned vampire and the hero. Cure wounds, well, I don't know. But the vampire was a surprise, definitely. But it wasn't that strong. Hmm. I don't know, I'm still thinking what else would it be? Some combination of spells with the vampire. Maybe astral energy. Give him 2 attacks per turn. That would probably work because the damage of the vampire was decent. But well, obviously it was enough to get through. And at least now it doesn't seem completely impossible. I can keep exploring, and here we can hire the other guard. It's pretty expensive for us, but at this point uh, it's fine if we are losing some gold and gems per turn in exchange for him losing his 2 really good provinces. I think it hurts him more than paying for these guards hurts us. Anything else here? 7-0. Well, we can't now protect any more provinces, so may as well turn around and start farming. Before that, it's probably a good idea to repair. Oh, this is what we lost. I thought for a second that we lost the sword in the fight. Okay, repair. Which way do we want to go? Maybe we can go this way. Some more fights along the way, or even this way. On the other hand, I probably don't want to open another way for him to us. Yeah, that sounds like a really bad idea. Now there's only one province, only like this corridor opened to us, and we have it guarded with Host of Dead. I think I want to keep it that way. Wouldn't be able to get any protection here. Continue, continue. Even with the... or maybe with the Fairwind we can get there in one turn. Yeah, we can. Okay, what did we get? I think archery now. To get as much damage as possible on the scout. And what do we have here? Demons, undead, necromancers, vampires. This is a third rank, so it's possible to have more than one vampire. Where do we start? Let's start with demons. Doesn't really matter. So we'll start with the necromancers and just clear everything that we can take. Doesn't really matter really where we start. Okay, gear. Is it possible that it took some damage at some point somewhere? Never mind. Just 2 points. So let's attack here. You can keep exploring. And go. Oh, this is surprising. I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing. There is no vampire. Warlock together with a vampire wouldn't be able to clear that. But we should be able to kill Warlock when it's supported by this. Yeah, let's do it. It should be a good reward as well. Where is he? 2, 4, 6, 8. He can't reach. Let's start the fight. I'm gonna start with Astral Energy, that's for sure. What's the next thing? I think Word of Life. Gonna take some magic damage now. So the heal is not useless, but more importantly, we get the speed from it. This is important. How much is that gonna be? Oh, well, 9 isn't that bad. Okay, now with the extra movement, we can get a bit closer. Yeah, I'm gonna play it safe and get some armor. You can regenerate or heal through the magic damage, but if we take some extra damage from all the undead, yeah, like this, it's actually starting to hurt. Should probably move a bit faster. Astral energy. Move one more astral energy. Get a kill. It's gonna heal us a bit. Just hope that we can one-shot skeletons. Okay, that's good. Come on, one hit point, really? And now his damage is down. Still takes some damage, but should be fine now. I'll try to stay away from the zombies and the ghoul so that we don't get attacked multiple times every turn. Okay, and I'm gonna pop vampirism so that we heal from these two kills. Yeah. Okay, now the ghoul is gonna die as well. And we are fine. Just have to use the exorcism to burn the ghost down. Okay, that was a good fight. Exorcism. Bam. Maybe just need one. Yep. It's gonna be a lot of damage for the gear. But I think the experience and hopefully the loot is worth it. 154 and 60 gems. 60 gems is nice. Level up. I think the resistance negation. But it's either resistance and morale. The morale we don't need, or it's resistance and resistance negation where we need both those stats. Necromancy is completely irrelevant, so yeah, it's thaumaturgy. And Crown of Thought. That is a really, really good item, but not for a warrior. I mean, it's still plus 3 resistance, plus 6 hit points. Yep, it's still pretty good, but on the quality level, I can think about better items. Like, if we got a weapon of the same tier as the crown, that would be something. But, well, compared to the merchant's hat, it's still a minor upgrade. 10 resistance, wow. $49 out of 80. We can probably do one more fight and then go for this province and repair. That's something easier this time. If it's tier 3 demons, that should be easy enough. Illusionary battle. We're gonna use that on the scout this time, because the warrior is getting more than enough from fights. Can do it this way. Um, this is really unusual composition when I'm thinking about it. In tier 2, there shouldn't be a succubus, I think. And for tier 3, 6 units, that's just not enough. I'd call this tier 2.5. Mithril Keras. Mithril Keras is an upgrade, I think. Continue, continue. We get the morale from the Paladin Keras, but it's irrelevant when we have 39. Because this fight was so easy, can do one more before we leave. Let's go Brigands. Brigands should be pretty easy as well. I think I'm gonna do this manually at least until the assassin is dead. Okay, how do we start? Word of Life. Magic Weapon. Vampirism. Maybe this is an overkill. I know what the AI can do against assassins. So as long as the assassin is alive, I'm gonna do it manually. And now with all those buffs that we have up, probably impossible even for the AI to fail. Raise Ghost. Oh, that's doesn't solve anything. Continue. What is this? Oh, let's hire healers. Keep the people happy here. The income is pretty nice, so might as well keep it that way. Okay, now it's time to leave. Grab this province. We can repair here, and it's gonna be the next province the scout can explore. Okay, that's fine. We have the slow armor. Oh, there are 3 ballista. Oops. 2, 4, 6. Let's get to the corner. Well, we'll just get the haste. Where do we start? Rid of Life. Haste. That has to be enough. Can you please one-shot the skeleton? Perfect. Gonna take some damage on this turn, but nowhere near to what would be dangerous. Even less than what I expected. I kinda have to do this manually. Not sure that the AI would be smart enough to use the exorcism on the ghost. And before I can do that, I have to get rid of the ballista, so it has to be done manually. Okay. Hidden treasure. Chris. Yeah. Nothing interesting. 196 gold. Well, why not? If we decide to buy tier 4 scrolls, then we're gonna need the money. So what do we need here? Storehouse, that's the first thing. And can keep the scroll for now, why not? Oh, was it really 700 gold for repairs? Damn. Oh, the reason for that is the crown. Repairs of this are ridiculously expensive, and I'm not willing to pay for that. It doesn't give us enough to justify the price. I'm still gonna keep it for the deciding fights, but for the normal grinding, I'll go with the merchant's hat. Or maybe if we go against like high tier battle mages or something like that, or warlocks, where we're gonna need the resistance, I'm gonna use it for fights here and there, but doing everything with it would just be a horrible mistake. Would maybe even start losing gold because of the price. Um, no locations here, which means next turn we're going back. And yeah, we'll just continue. Thinking that I could maybe play off camera a bit. Like check all the shops off camera. We now have enough locations. Does it look like the province? 84%. Maybe I'll just finish exploring it to 100%. And then check the stores with Scout so the warrior is not losing time. In case I find the dragon form, I'll just buy it and we'll try to get to the capital that way. We still don't have enough money to buy the scroll, I think. Still worth checking. Yeah, I will probably play off camera a bit, like say 10 turns, doing things like, I don't know, bandits or undead on camera. Nothing interesting there. I'll leave maybe the more interesting fights, and of course, once we decide to try the capital province, I'll record that as well. Okay, so we have a plan, but this will be all for today. I hope that you like this part, that you're gonna join me for the next one again, and until then, have a good time. Bye bye.